Nikola Tesla was a Serbian-American inventor, electrical engineer, and entrepreneur who, thanks to his wondrous displays of the potential applications of electricity in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, became known as the Wizard of the West. Today he is most famously remembered for his invention of practical alternating current (AC) distribution, without which the advanced electrical supply systems we have today would never have been possible. Tesla was born in the small remote village of Smiljan in the now-defunct Austrian Empire. Nikola was the fourth of 5 children, and as his family moved to the town of Gospic in 1862, he enrolled at the Higher Real Gymnasium in Karlovac, completing a scheduled 4-year course in just under 3 years. Due to his obvious academic aptitude, he carried his studies further, enrolling at the Austrian Polytechnic in Graz in 1875, where he read electrical engineering and specialized in the field of the yet-to-be-established alternating current. It was at the Austrian Polytechnic that he became known for his photographic memory and almost synesthetic ability to envision an item upon hearing its name in incredibly fine detail. Interestingly, Tesla later reported in his autobiography that he frequently received visions during blinding flashes that would provide solutions to particular problems he was having. After studies, he moved to Budapest, Hungary in 1881 to work for the National Telephone Company, becoming the chief engineer. He later became responsible for the operation and maintenance of the entire country's telephone network. After this, he took up a job at the Continental Edison Company in Paris, France, that of American inventor Thomas Edison, to work on designs to improve their electronic equipment and distribution systems. According to Tesla's autobiography, it was in Paris that he first conceived the induction motor. Due to his successes in Paris, he was moved by Edison to the Edison Machine Works Company in New York City, USA. Tesla was offered the task of completely redesigning the company's existing direct current (DC) generators to AC versions, something Tesla had already spent a long time developing. Reportedly, Tesla was offered $50,000 if he successfully completed this task and, upon presenting a new system to Edison, inquired about his payment. Edison is reported to have broken his word to Tesla, insisting that he had been joking. Tesla proceeded to leave Edison Machine Works, marking the start of a bitter rivalry between Edison and himself, and set up his own company, Tesla Electric Light and Manufacturing, in 1886. The next year he built his first AC induction motor, and in 1888 he demonstrated it to the American Institute of Electrical Engineers. After this success, he joined George Westinghouse, owner of the Westinghouse Electric and Manufacturing Company, and began to develop a polyphase electrical transmission system that would allow alternating current to be distributed over far greater distances than Edison's current DC systems. Thanks to the stable backing of Westinghouse and Tesla's in-depth knowledge of the field, alternating current was soon widely accepted as the superior distribution system. During the 1880s, the war of currents took place between Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla, the latter working for the Westinghouse Electric Company. For years, Edison had expounded his own DC lamps and motors and had openly criticized Tesla's AC systems as utterly impractical. Edison's system consisted of generating plants feeding heavy distribution conductors, with consumer loads such as lights and motors relayed off them. This system worked, but had the severe limitation that all generators needed to be located within about 1.6 kilometers, 1 mile, of the load. However, after years of research and the financial backing of Westinghouse, Tesla created an AC system where a transformer was introduced between the generators and customer loads, allowing power to be transmitted at much higher voltages and, more crucially, over far greater distances. After demonstrating the advantages of his new AC system, Tesla won the war, and DC systems were phased out over the next century. In what is now remembered as the most high-profile and stable of Tesla's ventures, he then moved to Colorado Springs to set up a new laboratory. Here, from 1899 onwards, he undertook numerous wireless telegraphy experiments that led him to the development of artificial lighting, the discovery of the fact that the Earth itself is a conductor, the formation of the Tesla effect, and the acquisition of a number of patents regarding the wireless transmission of power. Despite continuing to make major discoveries in physics, leading to him being nominated for a Nobel Prize 3 times, Tesla, due to financial difficulties, spent the latter part of his career attempting to create charged particle beam weaponry for the United States, who had tasked him with creating a death ray. He never finished the project that he claimed would put an end to all war, and went into semi-retirement, formulating many theoretical projects and ideas that never came to fruition. Nikola Tesla died on January 7, 1943, aged 86, in the New Yorker hotel suite he had lived and worked in for the last 10 years of his life. A state funeral was attended by over 2,000 people, including many eminent scientists and scholars.